If you find it hard to say no, then this video is for you. Hello, my valuable community. Welcome back to Peach's Place. My name is Mercy Duru, and I'm a human capital developer. So, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing an experience I had with my colleague, right? My colleague reached out to me and he told me that he had an offer to do something with a particular person, but he wasn't very excited about it and didn't want to go ahead. So, I asked him why not. He was like, he couldn't say no. I'm like, why can't you say no? You are not excited about this, so you should say no to the person. He was like, no, that he'll just do it, that he can't really tell the person no. And I began to wonder how many persons are in these situations where they get offers from other people, and even though it's not pleasing to them, they just cannot turn it down. It's going to be easy for me to say that this is how to say no, this is what you should do. But because I am very much interested in life processes, I had to think about a way and also to discover what really makes these people unable to say no. Because once you get the cause, then you know exactly how to go about turning around that situation to becoming favorable for you, right? So today's video, I'm going to be sharing quite a number of reasons that I have put together on why people find it hard to say no. So stay with me. So one of the reasons why I've discovered that people find it hard to say no is because of what we call a low self-esteem. Hmm? Do you know why it's very important for you to say no? It's very important because that is your key to peace and sanity in this world today. You cannot always give in to everybody's request. You'll be burnt out at the end of the day. So I discovered this set of people that have low self-esteem. And what's low self-esteem is when you see yourself less than someone else in an unhealthy way. Emphasis on an unhealthy way. Because not everybody are equals in life, trust me. But when you now see yourself less than someone in an unhealthy way, demeaning yourself, you're having a low self-esteem. And so whatever that person requests from you, you would be obliged to give in because you feel like somehow this person is higher than you, or this person is deserving of your total allegiance, obeisance, or whatever. So you just have to give in to their request. It doesn't have to be so, my dear. When you see yourself exhibiting low self-esteem and giving in to what people want from you, that's the point you know that you need to boost your confidence level. Confidence is not arrogance, it's you being secure in yourself, in your decisions, and in what you represent. So when you're secure enough, when you're confident enough, you could politely tell the person, no, I won't be able to go ahead with this, even though this person looks superior to you. But you are confident enough to let the person know that such requests are not favorable for you at that particular time. Okay? Now, the next set of people I discovered that cannot say no to other people, right, are people who receive so much from others. Now, calm down, don't get me wrong. When you're a person who receives so much favors from people, it's a good thing. But it gets to a point where you've received so much favor that whatever that person requests from you, you feel indebted to do. You feel indebted to oblige. That's not a wonderful place to be, because it means that you have to respond to the whims of this person, to the desires of this person at whatever time, favorable or unfavorable. And as a person of value in this community, you are not to be in that kind of position. So what do you do in such situations? You will, of course, not quit receiving favor from people, but there is a way to manage the situation. What you would have to do in that case is learn to reciprocate good acts. Now, I'm not saying you should measure up to their energy. For heaven's sake, if someone gives you a car, you know you can't even afford a bicycle, you don't need to kill yourself to go and say, oh, you want to give them back something. But you can always give a token of appreciation to say, I really appreciate that you did this for me, but yeah, this is what I'm bringing to say thank you. Now, that does not just free you from indebtedness, it also shows that you're a person of value to that person, which means you are not just at the receiving end of whatever you can get from that person, but in whatever capacity or whatever space you occupy, there is something little you can give. Even if you can't give, you could do acts of service, right? For that person, and that shows that you have reciprocated the good action, and it takes away the weight of indebtedness you'll be feeling towards that person because of the good acts they've done for you. Do you understand what I'm saying so far? Good. So that's one of the ways that you would learn that to free yourself and make yourself be able to say no, because you do not just receive, you also give. Now, the next set of people I wrote down here that find it hard to say no are people who comply to request even without knowing what it is. So somebody comes to you, please, please, I want you to do something. Promise me you'll do it. I just like, oh yeah, yeah, I'm gonna turn up for you. No, don't do that. You don't even know what the request is. And when the request comes and it's looking like it's not so palatable, you're not under pressure and you're like, you've already given this person your word. Because remember, in this community, I train valuable people to always keep to their words. Your words is the first point of integrity. If you've given your word, you're as much as giving yourself. So now you've already told the person, I'm going to be there for you, and it's not favorable anymore. What do? You're compelled to be there. So always hear the request before you give in, before you say, oh, I'm going to be there or not. Before you give an affirmative response, be sure that you know exactly what the person is requesting for you from. Okay? And then there's this other set of people that I came across that find it hard to say no. And trust me, this set is a very, very wonderful set. And these are the people that want to keep up to a particular reputation. So your social circle are having a maybe hangout or whatever, and you know that at that point you can't afford it. But because you want to be seen as it's not me that didn't show up, oh, you'd go out of your way, put yourself in debt just to turn up. Don't do that anymore. Okay? After watching this video, don't do it. Now, am I saying you should stay out of having fun with your team members or your social cycle? No. But you must understand that there is a time when these things are favorable for you, both financially and otherwise, and when they are not. And if you're scared that your friends are going to, or your cycle is going to see you as see you lesser than you'd want them to perceive you, then I do not think you're in the right circle at that time. So you need to be in a circle that understands that certain things may not be convenient for you at a particular time. If you continue to give in to their demands, you're the one who is going to feel the whole backdrop of effects because either financially or health wise, you're going to feel drained, right? But when you can tell them that this is not okay for me at this time, they even see you as a person of great courage and confidence that you can be able to make decisions for yourself and know that this particular activity is not comfortable or favorable for me at this particular time. Do you know what this will also help you do? It would also help you be comfortable around your friends because you know that you're being true, you're being free, and you're being sincere with them. They know what to expect from you, and you also know what to expect from them. Finally, I have come across certain situations where you really can't say no. Really, really, really. Even all of these things I have pointed out are not the issues, but you just can't say no to this person, and still it is not convenient for you. What do you do by then, my friends? This is what you will do. You negotiate. If somebody says, I want you to go all the way with me, and you know all the way would be so demanding or strenuous for you, you could negotiate and say, I can go this far with you, but not all the way. So you bring it to a compromise where both of you benefit mutually. Always learn to negotiate with a win-win in mind. So what do I mean by win-win? You're happy with the decision, your partner is happy with the decision. Now this would even make you more comfortable to going into more deals with this person because you're not being coerced to do things out of your will. You will not be shying away from the person when you see the person because you feel like this person's requests are burdensome. You know that no matter what the person requests from you, you could always find a compromise and say, I may not go this far with you, but I can do the barest minimum. This is what I can do for you. And that way, there is more trust, there is more happiness, and you all are going to experience better partnership together. Have you learned something from this video today? I want to believe that any valuable person watching this video in this community would learn to politely turn down requests that seem to be unfavorable for them going forward. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, comment, let me know situations you've been in that you're in a tight corner and you couldn't say no to those requests and how did you handle it in your workspace, your social circles at home and what have you. Then, my friends, subscribe to this channel. If you've not subscribed, you should subscribe to this channel for more valuable content like this. And of course, until next time when you see my premium video, make sure that you're doing everything within your power to become personal value and to be your best. Okay?